Now, what troop was he with?
Troop J.
J, which is out of Chester County?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's J's headquarters is Lancaster.
Okay.
But he was assigned to Avondale.
Okay.
In fact, his class had 38. It was a small class. There was only 38 troopers come out of his class, and 8 of them went to Avondale. So that was a pretty big chunk of that class.
Yeah.
And now there's none left. They've all transferred closer to home. So the story, what happened, all the details. There's even a link to the affidavit. The lady who killed him is serving 8.5 to 17 years. She's into her 3rd year now. I guess it's been 3 years, 2008. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Going through the appeals process. It's a little difficult, but it's the legal system. So.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
How old is she? She is 21.
It's been hard.
Yeah.
So his plan was to get his education in the hands-on and eventually transfer back to Troop A, which is Greensburg.
Mm-hmm.
But didn't have that opportunity.
How long had he been a state trooper?
3 months.
Just 3 months. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
He was on his own. When they first come out, they put him with a mentor. So they call him a coach. And you're with a coach for like a month and a half, 2 months, or whatever program they have set up. He was only on his own for a little over a week.
He was in duty at the time.
He finished his shift. And the story. Normally, when you finish your shift, you come in, you do all your paperwork, you change your clothes. You might get out of there within an hour if you're lucky. They joked with him at the station and called him the paper magnet because when he was out, he got all these cases and all these incidents that required a lot of paperwork. So he was always there. Well, this particular day, he was so busy. In fact, it was a perfect day for him. He was in seventh heaven because he actually made 2 traffic stops, and both stops, 2 in a row, the person driving the car was wanted on an outstanding warrant out of Philadelphia.
Oh, really?
And he brought one in. He brought the first one in, and the constable came to pick him up. And I talked to the constable. And he said, "Okay," he said, "you think you're doing good? Go get me another one." Just joking.
Right.
He went out the very next stop and called him up. So anyway, he was way up here. He was really flying high that day, and he was having trouble with his cruiser. The lights kept going off and on, flickering. So he radioed in and told them. They said, "Well, bring it in." Then it started working. He said, "No, they're working. I'm going to stay out." They said, "No, come in. You're almost done with your shift." So he come in, did his paperwork, got showered, actually left on time. Mm-hmm. And it was a mile and a half, 2 miles from the barracks. He got hit head on.
Wow.
Lady was going 73 miles at 45 zone.
No kidding.
10:15 at night, no lights on, black, full-size car hit him head on.
Oh,
So, this unit that we're given is made by the same company that the one the state orders. But this is a newer version. We're also supplying that version to the stations. It just so happens that we had these ordered, and we don't like them sitting in our house. We want them on the road. So rather than wait until we raise enough money to buy the other unit, we decided to present these. We normally give these to like DREs, which is drug recognition expert, as their own personal unit. But this is going to be talking to a lot of troopers about the DUI situation. We're finding out that these tools, you might have one in a station or 2, and one might be broken. Or in a case like you guys, you have the biggest area to cover. It might be in a car 30 miles away, and it's needed somewhere else. So and we also talk to local police because we do supply them, and a lot of them don't even have them because it's not in their budget. It's an item that is easy to cut out of the budget, although it's we feel it should be standard issue to everyone on the road. So just thinking out loud one day, I said to my wife, I said, wouldn't it be nice to be able to supply every state police troop with one? And she said, why not expand it to local too? So we got quite a few local around our area right now taken care of. We get requests from the DUI Association, the DRE training program. A lot of those guys we've given to that don't have them. Anybody that, like a station commander that requests, they have, like Troop J Avondale, Kenton Station, they just told us about a guy that he's always a big hitter on DUI. This year he made the, what do you call it, Top Gun?
Top Gun.
So we gave him one of them. So what we'd like to do is present one for each of your stations. To date, this puts us at 168 issued. That's state and local. Our goal to get every station one, it's still our goal, but it was kind of delayed a little bit because our original goal was to do that, but it expanded with the DREs, the hard hitters. We also wanted to give one to every classmate at Kenton. So we had that, all 37 of them have. You think about it, this is one fundraiser that all across the state, anybody who drives a car, sits in a car, walks along the road, rides a bike along the road, works, drives through the state, it benefits everybody. It's a fundraiser that you don't have to be sick, you don't have to belong to a certain group. Everybody's benefits from this, so we're excited about that. What we'd like to do now is present each station, take a picture, if that's okay. That's it. Great. Might be in the middle.
You just want to...
There you go.
Shot.
There's eight stations, and Troop Fs will be sending one of these to each of the 8 stations. And it couldn't have been more timely with the holiday weekend coming up here with Thanksgiving and with deer hunting in central Pennsylvania. We're going to get a lot of use out of these, like starting today.
We, a couple of stations, this might be statewide, I don't know, but they tell us that Thanksgiving is the new Year's when it comes to DUI. That's scary.
It is, and in this part of the state, it's so prevalent. So Troop F has the 9 counties in this part of the state, and each of our 8 stations that cover those 9 counties will be using these. Set effective this afternoon. So we really appreciate you making this coalesce with the holiday weekend, because this is our biggest travel weekend.
It's good.
Right.